microphone. Fammi vedere. Cazzo, 35. Dai. Dai, dai, startiamo. Che si fa il finale. No, cazzo, dico, il DLC di Deathmark, o meglio, il primo DLC di Deathmark. Anzi, fammi controllare prima se si sente. Sì, si sente, dai. Anzi, fammi alzare un po' il volume. Ecco. Ok, ora dovrebbe essere meglio. Sono stanchissimo, quindi parlerò con la voce molto più bassa del normale. Ah, il primo DLC era non ironicamente la mia parte preferita del gioco. Perché era tanto tanto fucked up. Ah, ho anche una bellissima otite che mi impedisce di sentire un cazzo dall'orecchio destro, quindi la mia capacità di regolare la mia voce è andata completamente a puttane. Parliamo con Mary. Non si può. Nel bug non abbiamo niente, no? Ah, questi l'avevamo letti prima, sì. Oh, cazzo. Ah, il mio controller. Ok, fixa. I arrive at the designated hotel 20 minutes before the meeting time. The rain falling when I left Cujo Mansion has now turned into a drizzle. I park my car in a lot and walk to the state. The hotel, my destination, stands at the end. So that's it. There's hardly anyone on this neon lit state, perhaps because of the rain. Didn't that rumor Red Riding Hood appears when it rains? It's the perfect night to investigate the rumor. The hotel in question doesn't seem to be particularly guarded against intruders either. Anyone could step inside if they wanted. I see. So that's why it's the focal point of the rumor. People going in the abandoned hotel on a dare, running across suspicious people or squatters. Then their stories get exaggerated and we get the rumor that's the basis of this case. I bet someone was seen in red clothes and it turned into Red Riding Hood. That's probably how it really is. My heart suddenly feels a lot lighter. I guess I was taking this too seriously after all. Now that I've gotten rid of one worry though, this time something else starts bugging me. I'm a grown man, standing alone in the middle of this road in the red light district. This isn't going to do anything good for my reputation. I should get out of the rain until it's time to meet. I glance around the area for a place. Lei? Carino che doppiaggio. C'è molto più doppiaggio in questo capitolo, devo dire. A woman in a lab coat appears. It's Madoka Hiro. Hiro? I heard I had help, but I didn't think it would be you. What? You don't approve? Take your complaints up with Yasuoka. No complaints here. No, I didn't mean it like that. Whatever else can be said about her, Hiro is calm, collected and logical. Her opinions are valuable. Oh, well, that's a surprise. I guess you do respect me, as you should. My neck tingles from the strength of her judging stare. I wasn't expecting her to have changed, and she definitely hasn't. Do you still visit the underground shelter? Yes, well, only once in a while. I've been busy with work recently, so I haven't had the time. How are things going on your end? Nothing exciting, I'm taking some time to relax. I wasn't really asking about you personally. Whatever, I think I have a pretty clear picture now. Hiro glances down at her watch distractedly. Is something wrong? No, he should be here soon. Oh, wait, there he is. I follow Hiro's gaze to find... Diamond? You were rounded up for this too? That's not a nice way to put it, but yes, basically. Yasuoka insisted, so I'll be accompanying you today. And don't worry about me, my health has been much better since then. My cough has mostly gone away too. Oh, really? He seems to be pretty confident about that, but he looks as pale as ever. But it's his body and he's a doctor, so if he says he's fine, I'll just have to believe him. I met with Hiro just recently, but... well, I hope we work well together again. I can't say an unscientific investigation gets me very excited, but... I owe the old woman, so this is how I'll pay her back. You owe her? Yeah, it's almost impossible to get your hands on old army documents. But she's got a lot of influence, so I had her pull some strings for me. Well, I guess not just her. You saved me too, back when all that stuff was going on. It's not like I don't feel indebted to you. Ah, ma senti, controllare se si sente. Sì, il gioco lo sta piccando l'audio del gioco, ok? I see, thanks. I can't say I ever expected Hero to feel that way. But in a situation like this, I'm grateful. By the way, is it okay for both of you to walk around in your lab coats? Shouldn't you change? Hey, this is a professional look. Doing an investigation like this, it's actually even better than... Hero's cell phone rings in her pocket. Oh, give me a second. Sorry, I got an email. Let's see here. Hero checks the screen, her back turned to me. Hero seems as busy as ever. I'm fairly busy myself. Sorry to drag you all the way out here then. No, don't worry about that. If you're after something, then I want to help you out. After all, we overcame the horrible trial together. To us you are... a friend? No, something even stronger. Like a comrade in arms. Ah, cazzo, devo mettere quello. Sorry for the interruption, but it was an important message. The last person will make it. I was caught by a manager. She means the idol like Ashiwagi. Sounds like she's keeping busy too. But bringing a popular idol to a place like this sounds like a PR nightmare. So here. Hiro hands me a cell phone. What are you doing? She's still on the line. She wanted to apologize to you herself. I don't really need... Quit your gambling and take the call. Hiro shoves the phone into my hand without letting me get a word in edgewise. Guess I have no choice. My voice when I speak into the phone is surprisingly unique. Hello? Hi? Oh, is that you, Mr. Yashiki? Good morning, it's me, Aishika Shiwagi. I'm so sorry. I regret not being able to help you for the rest of my life. Her whirlwind of words is the same as always, energetic and full of exaggeration. I do my best to convince her not to worry. No, it's fine, really. I doubt anything will even happen over this. Really? I hope so. Oh no, my cue is coming up. Please come to our next performance for sure, Mr. Yashiki. Okay, bye. And just like that, the hurricane of a phone call passes us by. The change in excitement levels leaves a vacuum. My head spins. She's dying, isn't she? Jeez, that old lady thought it would be a good idea to bring an idol on a case. By the way, Yashiki, are you close to Kashiwagi? That's an odd question coming from Diamond. Yeah, I mean, I have her contact info at least. Could you get me concert tickets? A kid at work's a huge fan of her, but they can never get a ticket. Oh, that explains it. Still, I didn't think she was that popular. I can try asking. How many do you need? 3 if possible. I'd like to go as well. It's a rare opportunity. You're a little old for idols. You're a thing for girls? I'm a connoisseur of music. Idols have nothing to do with it. A subject change right now would be wise. Mashita, what are you doing here? This case is a request from a client. Wanted to make sure you showed. Jerk, what? Planning on observing us, are you? What if we hadn't shown up? One of you is a no-show in fact. I had 4 were coming. Aika Shiwai couldn't make it. It seems her manager caught her. That's so? He shrugs, indifferent. Guess he figures it won't make much difference. So you took care of your other cases already? Thought I told you I'm just checking in. While I'm here, I have new info on the hotel to give to you. Just then, someone else's cell phone starts ringing shyly. Oops, this one is from my hospital. Excuse me for a moment. One after another. We decide to take shelter from the rain. Daimon has to finish his call and we may as well hear what info Mashita has for us. Minchia la CG pure, bellissima. Bellissima. We commandeer a dirty smoking area on the corner. Then we start our improvised strategy meeting. God, this design is irritating. I hate it. Ah, there you go. Hiro grumbles as she gulps down her drink. Mashita gives her a sidelong glance and sighs, exhaling smoke. Then he starts to talk. The hotel, Masquerade, closed down about a year ago now. It's unclear why, but it probably has to do with the owner going missing. Missing? That sounds like the Red Riding Hood rumors. I mean, it's kind of a standard word in any urban legend, but... Why he went missing is unknown. But something is definitely behind it. He just up and vanished. Io pipes up, frowning. Then that just probably this is a normal case. Is there any point in searching the hotel? Mashita taps his cigarette into the ashtray, shaking off the ash. He then continues with the same train of thought. It seems he's going to ignore Hiro's question. A few publications had fun with the story for a while, expiring gossip. After a point, it stopped being reported and everyone up and forgot. No, this is just my guess, but... This area's crime syndicate turf. They likely applied pressure to keep things quiet. Makes sense for a red light district. At least that's how it seems from the way he's talking. And what started spreading around at the same time was that missing person case. Mashita waves his late cigarette out toward the street. The rumors of Red Riding Hood. The so-called eyewitness reports and the people who actually heard things. Put all together, it seems Masquerade is the center of all the rumors. He has spoke about the request to me, and is also of the same opinion. Masquerade simply stands there quietly on the dark street, soaked with rain. The neon lights at its feet almost seem to be staring out at the world. I see. So do you have any other... When I turn around, someone is standing there. My heart thunders in my chest. Hiro looks behind her, puzzled. Nothing's there. Sorry, I think my eyes were playing tricks on me. I make an effort to gloss over it, but there's no way I can believe it was a trick. I'm sure I saw it. Maybe the darkness has strained my eyes and I saw something that wasn't there, but... Diamond Skull lens. I managed to walk into procedures, but I need to go sooner. I'm terribly sorry. I'll make up for this later, I promise. Diamond nods off into lightly falling rain. Human lives depend on his work. This kind of thing is inevitable. Which means Hiro and I will have to handle the investigation by ourselves tonight. That's how you take people helping you out? Paying no mind to Hiro's violent outburst, Mashita calmly looks at his watch. It's time, enough gossip. The rest is in your hands. And with that, he's gone. What? What a jerk. Calm down. He didn't mean anything by it. He's like that to everyone. I try to be soothing, but that stung her pride. There's no way I'll be successful. I can't calm down when someone's just treated me like an idiot. Just you wait. I'm going to make sure I find a clue, then I'll rub it in his stupid face. Come on, let's go. No, non posso. Non mi facevo tirare la torcina. Oh, beh, giustamente. We step inside and are greeted by chilly air. Is this marble? A footstep echo across the exquisite detailed floor. Where are we? It's hotel, so the first floor is probably the lobby. Alright, yeah, it will be, won't it? It's only been a few seconds since we've set foot in the hotel, and yet Hero's fiery determination appears to have buttered out. Why did all that energy disappear after? Are you okay, Hero? I'm fine. Unless some weird spirits are going to pop out. This is nothing compared to the underground shelter. But don't you think something is odd? Like what? Maybe it's because it's only been a year since this place shut down, but it's less damage than I thought. I assumed there'd be more graffiti and stuff. You know, now that she mentioned it, it's true. This door. It's the emergency staircase. The signs above the door, there. I shine the flashlight around, and while the place is dirty, nothing's really broken. But we were able to come in here off the street without anything getting in our way. So then why? Mashita mentioned earlier. He said this hotel might be connected to some kind of syndicate. Yeah, what about it? Maybe that's why it's still nice in here. Anyone would be most likely to tag will be... Oh, gotcha. So it's a gang thing then. You think they made it off limits? On the other hand, maybe people stay away because dangerous things happen here. I should probably not mention that possibility to her. That helps us though. Everything should be mostly intact. So, what's the plan? Should we just do a thorough search of each floor for now? We don't have any particular useful info. We just have to search every nook and cranny like Hiro suggested. There's nothing else we can do. Okay, let's get to it then. Well, it's easy to get out of here, so that's good at least. Yeah, if we're in danger, we'll halt the investigation and withdraw. Ma fammi controllare. Sì, non posso investigare all'esterno. Giustamente, non... It's a display case holding various products. A painting is clearly out of place among them. Masquerade wife. It's a picture of a masked woman wearing a wedding gown. It's the entrance to the reception booth. Ancora no, aspetta. It's an object with a metal cover. I think it's some kind of electrical device. Okay. There are pictures of the guest rooms on the wall. Okay. Ah. A keyring has been left carelessly on the front desk. The ring has attacked the trays for emergencies. Nice, looks like you found something useful right off the bat. If it says it's for emergencies, then... Hiro looks at the door to the right. It might open the door to the emergency stairs. Yeah, let's try it. Prima vediamo questa porta si è aperta. Ah, è l'ascensore. It's the door to the elevator. I shine my flashlight through the safety window. There's only empty darkness inside. The elevator must not be stopped on this floor. Try pulling on the elevator door. Most likely if I put all my weight into it. But based on what I can see from the window, the elevator isn't on this floor. Opening it just makes it easier to fall to the bottom. Yeah. When I open the iron door, I find the emergency stair. Use them. See, go up. Only up. Masquerade wife. It's a picture of a masked woman gazing at a man. A chandelier. It's dusty, spoiling its beauty. Open the door to the guest room. Ok, quella. Press the button repeatedly, but the elevator doesn't respond nor does the door open. I shine my flashlight through the safety window. I can see inside the elevator. It seems to be stopped on the second floor. Vediamo se fila try pulling on the elevator door. Most likely if I put all my weight into it. It's impossible to open it alone, but if I had some help I might be able to force it open. Want to give it a try? Lend me a hand. What? Are you serious? Fine, I guess I can try. On my count. 1, 2. We muster all our strength and try 2 or 3 times to force the doors open, but... Sorry, it's too much. I'm not sure I'm strong enough. Serve uno con la strength alta. Unfortunately, we are unable to open it. Andiamo qui. The trash can has a giant crack in it. It probably happened when it was knocked over. Lì c'è la puttana room. I see what looks like paper under the bed. It's a square, brightly colored plastic object. I can see the whole thing, so I can't tell what it is. I try pulling on it, but it doesn't budge. I'll have to lift the bed up a little more if I want to get it out. I glance over at Hero, but I don't think she'd be able to help me lift it. Maybe she'll just search elsewhere for now. Grazie, Hero. A Venetian mask with a creepy expression hangs on the wall. Were they hung there to match the hotel steam? It's still a little creepy. The power cord and the phone line have both been cut. The phone can't be used. Il cesso. No, che posso analizzare solo lo specchio e la... The bathtub is stained with dust and slime. The mirror is stained, but still functional. I can see myself in it. I peer into the mirror in the dark. I don't see anything, but it still creeps me out. I get back investigating. Beh, tutta questa parte è completamente inutile se non per un item che non posso prendere con Io. Perché lei è troppo weak. È una nerd weak. I check behind the wardrobe, but all I find is an empty cardboard box. Va bene. Ah, cazzo, non ho investigato il letto prima. Ecco. No? It's a bed with a mattress. It only has bare mattress. The mattress doesn't seem to be fixed in place. I should be able to shift it. I lift up the mattress and look underneath. I notice a notebook lying there. Ecco, fatto bene. Got mask guest book 2 or 3. The guest book? Why? It's just... I flip through it. Inside are pictures drawn in colored markers. Hotel Masquerade's guest book. Feel free to write about the sweet, sweet time you've spent together. Clearly they didn't need to be told twice. Still I can't believe anyone who frequents a hotel like this would write such things. But you know what they say about assuming. Every single page is filled to top to bottom with lewd, suggestive comments. Wow, so that's what people do. Hero? Suddenly, Hero speaking over my shoulder at the guest book. Instinct makes me try to hide it, but she plucks it from my hand easily. There's no reason to hide it, we're not children, you know. Well, yeah, but... Now let's see here. I see. At first she looks to it, humming a little tune to herself, but she starts acting odd. What's the matter, hero? Huh? What? I'm fine, I've just had enough. Reading stuff this vulgar does things to your head. So, take it back. She's the one who grabbed it in the first place. My house fell on the page it landed open on. It looked like it's the last entry in the guest book. There's something written in thin, scrawling letters. This is bad. Say, might have ratted us out. There's rumor that she tattled to the teach and said she's going to the fuss. This so bad. What should... That's all I can make out. Nah. Say might have ratted us out. Teach? That facing. Rather immature. Must be a student. Yeah, I think so too. But isn't that strange? A girl her age isn't normally at a hotel like this. Oh! Maybe schoolgirl prostitution? That will be a reasonable assumption. It's horrible, but that's the only logical conclusion. That will mean dysentery. It sounds like she was panicking over having things leaked by a friend. How stupid can she get? You read what you saw. Kids have their own issues to deal with too. It's not such a black and white situation to be able to say that she got what she deserved. Though at least one thing has been made clear thanks to these notes. Sounds like the rumors about this place being tied to a crime syndicate are true. It's obvious that there was a lot of illegal stuff going on here. That sounds logical enough. The number on the guest book must refer to the room number. There may be more guest books. Too, if we could get more info from the sentry, we might be able to figure out what happened here. Let's keep an eye out. Eh sì, prostituzione minorile. Non posso ah, ma qui ho interagito, non c'è un cazzo. There are iron bars covering the window. The sturdy iron bars seem to be a little much if there are only people there to stop people from falling. I put one hand on the bed and lean my weight on it. The spring simply creaks fruitlessly. Niente sotto, quindi... It's a small wooden chest. Looks pretty cheap, but seems in decent enough shape. The door is locked. Seems to be a simple stopper type lock, like one you'd find in a writing desk. Why don't you just break it? Shouldn't that be a last resort? It seems like a natural choice for mammalian primatominidae. Io l'avrei 8. Ok, change chess. Niente specchio. Interazione col chess. The toilet is spewing the oil stench of sewage. Disgusting. No. In my search to see if anything is inside, I only get dust on my fingers. Ok, abbiamo investigato tutto, si va sopra. Rolli up. Al terzo piano. It's an object with an iron cover. I think it's some kind of electrical device. Masquerade wife. It's a picture of a masked woman walking with a cane. Sì, l'abbiamo visto dov'è. Mm. Attenzione. A large air conditioning unit. It's tinted yellow, maybe from tobacco resin. The vase holds some cheap fake flowers. Bedside table, che mi fa investigare. It's a really old phone, it's covered in a thick layer of dust. I look at the bedside table and find... Got spoon! Were they eating dessert in here or something? The spoon is stained black. Yash. Purtroppo Yashiki non sembra sapere di quella cosa chiamata coprofilia e coprofagia. The toilet sectioned off with a glass door. The tile seems relatively clean. The toilet itself doesn't seem to be broken. I open the door and check the toilet. I find a wallet covered in black stains. No, that's small. Did I not brief it in? Is anything inside? I check inside it. There isn't any cash, but... Got credit card. Guess probably dropped this. But the stain make it so I can't read the name on the card. I could use that to ID one of the guests. Don't you think you should take it with you? Yeah, you're right. My reply is half-hearted. I'm distracted by the stains. I don't mention it to Hiro, but the stains on the card look like old blood stains. A thin layer of dust covers the mirror everywhere but one spot, which is quite clean. If I squint, the clean portion looks like a hand. Does this belong to someone who snuck in here, or is it the work of something else? Toilet paper is stuck to the bottom of the trash can, but other than that, it's empty. Niente, toilette papier. Ai, un sex dungeon. Ah, il nostro Kazuo Yashiki scoprirà le gioie del BDSM. A Spanish donkey lies in the corner of the room. I don't want to imagine what it was used for. The part that looks like it was the neck is broken and the head is missing. Inside the glass case are whips and ropes. They're rather shoddily made and up they will survive being used. Ciao Aki. Stiamo esplorando il sex dungeon di un sex hotel per scoprire i sex crimes che vengono commessi. There's a natural space along the wall. Going by the stains, it's likely something once hung. There's a door leading to the bathroom, but it won't open. It must be broken. Looks undamaged at first glance, but the wall frame is warped, so it's jammed shut. Put my hand on the door and try pulling. But it doesn't move at all. Just give up, you might break it if you force it. Non se uso la credit card. Vaffanculo Yashiki. Non se uso lo spoon. È un gioco sugli spiriti, by the way, Aki. Questo è tipo... In realtà il gioco in sé l'avrei finito, questo sarebbe il primo DLC. I take the stairs and exit out into the hallway. Wait, what? Hiro suddenly shouts. Isn't this the third floor? Don't be ridiculous, you're just imagining things. And sure she's just mistaken. I shine the flashlight at the floor number, like... Sì, Teoricamente la trama era che il protagonista e altri erano maledetti da questo Deathmark che gli fotteva le memorie prima di ucciderli e bisognava accoppare gli spiriti per salvarsi dal marchio. Ora non c'è più il marchio, però c'è il DLC. Ciao Mirko. It says we're on the third floor again. Hero's face goes completely pale. Absurd! We just came up from the third floor. Just as Hero said, we've definitely just climbed up from the third floor to the fourth. So are we back on the third floor? Ehi! In Giappone non ce lo metti. In Giappone non esiste il quarto piano degli hotel e altri edifici perché porta piccio. It might just be a weird fluke. Let's try again. Right. Climb the stairs again. A cactus in a play, but oopsie doopsie, we are fucked. Sure enough, we come back out to the third floor. Huh? Impossible. This time I'm sure it's an optical illusion. That's it. There must be a trick with the lights. Heroes completely lost it. I made absolutely sure that we were heading to the fourth floor from the third floor. And yet, this is obviously the third floor. If we're not hallucinating and this is real, then there are only two possibilities. One is that all the floors above of the third floor are intentionally made to look like the third floor. The other is that some mysterious power is stopping people from going to the fourth floor. But telling her that will only make things worse. How about we give up on the fourth floor for now? We'll search the places we can get to. Yeah, sure. Fammi provare ad usare il cucchiaio. Anzi, la carica. Ok, niente. Un attimo, se ritorno all'accuso mesh. If you don't understand that the PPS will complain again, your service. Ok, ho missato qualcosa allora. Che altro cosa posso investigare più? Mm. Ah, vaffanculo devo fare. Ah, ok, vaffanculo dovevo fare il look di nuovo. Ah, wait, take a closer look and spot a crack between the door and the top. The object flashing inside seems to be a lock stopper. If I stick something thin in there, you might be able to break the clasp and open it. Ok, vaffanculo. My mind made up. I take out the credit card. Hmm? What are you going to do with the credit card? I want to try something. I don't know if it will work though. I slowly push the card into the lock gap between the door and the top. It's a narrow fit, but I won't be able to slide it in without any assistance. The stopper is directly ahead. So if I keep sliding the card, there's a tiny bit of resistance that it abruptly unlocks. Wow, nice work. To the pinnable call of monkey evolution. Is that really a compliment? In any case, I open the door to find Got Mask Guestbook 201 Mini Massager. Ooh. A battery operated massager, huh? Well, I leave its use up to imagination. So there are more guest books after all. Let's see, what does it say? No, I looked through this one. I firmly take the guest book for Miro. Just learned that it's better to not let her see anything too shocking. Aw, come on, I want to read through it for future reference. Our investigation takes priority. I quickly flip through the pages looking for a clue similar to what we found earlier. It doesn't take me long to find it. It's the last entry in this guest book, just like the other one we found. Something's up. The fuzz doesn't come. Did Crow really tattle? Mr. N is acting normally too. Sa hasn't been to school recently. That's all I can make out. Sounds like the one we read earlier. This full supports my earlier theory. Yeah, I guess so. There was definitely criminal activity going on here. Those vivid entries prove it. But why wasn't this reported? Good question. This entry makes it sound like she was being backed into a corner. Someone was plainly threatening to tattle, and it was someone they knew too. They wouldn't be this shaken otherwise. And supposedly this person reported it to the teach too. And the entry says that in the end the fuzz, aka the police, never came. We can't come to a conclusion just yet. All we can do is speculate. We both freeze for a moment. All is silent. Was there a noise from above just now? Yeah. Someone might be above us. On the third floor? No one was around when we were there earlier. Should we go see? I silently nod. E ora abbiamo un bellissimo dildone. Un bellissimo vibratore. The instant I step foot on the third floor, I suddenly get a chill and stop in my tracks. Did you find something? No, nothing. Just as I'm replying to Hiro, I hear a voice from behind me. I quickly turn around and shine my flashlight. But all that's there is the door to the emergency stairs that we just came from. There's no one there. What's wrong? Did you not hear that voice? A girl's. The metal door screeches like a scream and... Suddenly a girl in a soldered raincoat is standing in front of us. There she is! Wait! She's human! That ghost story was not a lie! Yo, shh! Be quiet, I can hear something. Huh? A slithering whisper of a voice sneaks up to me. It's the voice of the girl in the raincoat. I knew it. I'm so glad I trusted you, sir. Sir? Io gives me an odd look from beside me and I'm muttering. Seems she can't hear the voice at all. I knew it. I knew you'd come. But, sir... Who is that woman? The echoey voice is like eyes. But, strangely enough, I don't feel hatred in it. Just sadness, regret, and a quiet plea. I'm going to make sure. Make sure of what? The logical side of me was not to get pulled in. The raincoat flutters in the stagnant air. E niente, dead. Sir, do you come to places like this very often? Calm down. That's right, sir, I'm someone she respects. If I was someone she respects, so would I reply? I come with my wife! Perché lei ci ha scambiati per l'insegnante. Yes, of course. Hey sir, could you tell me please? Another teacher told me that I'm heartless and don't assure my friends. But if something is wrong, then it's wrong. What am I supposed to do? Which is more important, friends or what's right? No, no. What's right? Mo muoio? No, ricordavo bene. Sì, da qui è abbastanza ovvio che è la esco che viene menzionata nei guestbook che aveva minacciato di dire tutto alla polizia. Tell me one more, e all'insegnante. Tell me one more thing, please. When people are selling and buying bad things, then who's in the wrong? Immagino boh. Il mondo è sbagliato. You're really him. All the immoral people died. I can just glimpse a twisted smile under the darkness of a hood. Who is this sir? More importantly, who in the world is this girl? Questions swirl around in my head. In the second of hesitation, the figure of the girl sways like a pendulum and disappears into the staircase. And Hiro dashes madly after her. Hiro, don't go! I desperately call after her, but there's no reply. A footstep echoes sharply up the stairs. Shit! I better follow her. Si va a letto. I expected it, but sure enough, I'm back in the third floor and hallway. There doesn't seem to be a way to go up to a higher floor in this hotel. Some mysterious power is at work here. But Hiro dashed off to head upstairs from the third floor. Maybe she's still on this floor then. If it's impossible to get to the fourth floor, then Hiro could still be on this one. Vai, mini massaggio. Vai, credit card. I step inside the guest room. Something's not right here. Are these spider webs? When I entered just a little while ago with Hiro, this weren't here at all. It's hard to believe it, but the room is covered in spider webs now. I heard the bathroom door open. Hiro? So this is where you were. Hey, Hiro? Are you listening to me? She's acting strangely, concerned. I move closer when she suddenly starts taking off her clothes. Hey! Then... Importantissima la CG! She looks at me seductively from on top of the bed covered in spider webs. What are you doing? Every word from her lips dips on it. In contrast, my voice only gets shriller. This is so not like her at all. Is this really the same Hiro? Cats? Hiro gracefully slides off over the bed and beckons to me suggestively. What are you trying to say? We understand the situation we're in. What does that matter? You're here. I'm here. Isn't that enough? Is she being possessed? Her pale thighs glow on the bedsheet as she poses seductively. She almost looks like a spider preparing to strike at her prey. Ecco! Obiettivo! Do not stick penis. We're all alone. Don't hold back. Take a good look. The red raincoat flashes before my eyes. Could it be Hero is acting like this because... Is she continuing the questions from earlier? In that case, a clue will be... Remember, what did she say before? No! Niente sesso. Vaffanculo! Dovevo essere... Dovevo rifiutarlo ancora più violentemente il sesso. Oh, cute. Hero suddenly starts coughing violently. It's hard to breathe. Please, my back. Non facciamo dei confermati. Dei confermati tipo muori instant. The instant I touch her, her coughing stops. That feels good. No. Io suddenly lowers her voice. I tried hard during college, but worked not close to men. But I'm all alone in the end. No one ever looks my way. I'm sure you're not interested in someone like me either, Kazuo. Leva di coglioni. Non lo so, dipendo io. Ok, era quella meno sessuale. Sopravvissuto con un cazzo di spirit power. Hero's shrill laugh pitches into madness. Hey, get it together! I shake her shoulders repeatedly, but she doesn't reply. It can be, is she? Her personality has suddenly and dramatically shifted, and this crazy laughter. Cold sweat drips down my neck. This is almost like... Diamond, you came! Sorry I'm late. I rushed over as soon as the emergency patient was stable. Did something happen? I am not sure, but... I quickly tell Diamond what's going on. He swiftly examines the laughing hero and entrusts to me with his findings. No physical trauma, but her mind is confused. She needs to be hospitalized. We're on the 3rd floor. How do we get her out? I've lured a patient carrier. We just need to get her on our backs. Come, we need to hurry. If she's been poisoned, then time is everything. Right, I'll help. So senza spirit power, fra. It was a bizarre and horrible night. In the end, Hiro kept cackling as we carried her out of the hotel. We put her in an ambulance and Diamond rode with her to his hospital. The siren blasts through the night. Exhaustion bears down on me and I find that I need to sit down. When I come back to my senses and look up, the rain has already stopped. The moment I get back to the mansion, I collapse on the sofa. Fury rises within me, without an outlet. Why? Why is this happening again? I'm sure I seen Mary. So then why? Why again? The image of Hiro earlier fixes in my mind. I have to do something. Something. A shrill laugh echoes in my ears. You stalk to continue to the next day. Non è che ci sia molto da fare, That's sad. I have to investigate again tomorrow. Once I'm done looking things up, I should go to bed early. I hear the rumble of something heavy moving around as I'm half asleep. Is someone here? My brain is too sluggish for thought. I couldn't say how long I slept. I remember it being dawn about. A loud noise makes me spring upright. Young eyes are staring at me. So sorry. I woke you up. Suzu? What are you doing here? The room was messy, so I thought I'd clean it for you. Sorry I didn't ask permission first. That's not exactly what I meant. Oh, you awake? Jeez, are you a little too careless? Christy, you're here too? She shrugs and sighs dramatically, very nearly rolling her eyes at me. You left the front door unlocked. Were you out investigating at me late? It's not good to sleep on the sofa. Guess I didn't have the energy to make it up to my bedroom last night. Was I that tired? Yeah, something like that. Take better care of yourself. Oh, do you want some coffee? No, I'm fine for now. More importantly, why are you here? Christy glances over at me and laughs. I'm dropping off reports from Mr. Detective. Mr. Detective? Must be research for Mashita's case. But who would have thought Christy would be sent to our quest for Mashita? That man is the worst. The attitude he had when asking for a favor. If I didn't tell you, I'd have flat out told him no. Guess she didn't agree because she wanted to. I understand, but why is Suzu here too? I told her about my visit and invited her. We exchanged number a while back. Yeah, she certainly surprised me, suddenly asking to be friends. It's the first time I've been friends with an adult. Christy whispers to me. I mean, I can't help but be worried. I have to make sure that Keipi Otaku isn't doing anything weird to her. They go after children sometimes. So that's why. She was bored because Eita is so forward. No, more likely because Suzu's too innocent. But I'm a little relieved. You didn't seem very well when I was here before, so I've been worried. I'm much better now. I'm glad to hear that. I wish Eita could have come with us, but he's working at the factory today. It sounds like Eita started working seriously. It's never too late to start something. I hope he tries hard. So, moving on to the matter at hand. You heard how the owner of the hotel went missing, right? I have connection with the copy editor of that article, so I asked her. And sure enough, her expressions clouds over. The hotel and rumors of its illegal services were juicy news for the media. They even knew that there was a mediator organization managing it. The reporters look into the flow of cash actually got some counter too. This telling of the story is fascinating, because Christy used to be in the media herself. The things recorded in the gas books we found may have been connected. But before we talk more about it, Suzu, sorry, but would you mind doing more cleaning? I've been putting it off for a long time, so the second floor is a giant mess too. Oh, okay, I can do that. I'll borrow your cleaning supplies then. Suzu skips up the stairs. Christy seems to immediately catch on. Not exactly a topic for kids' ears, huh? I'm sorry, I didn't realize. No, it really is messy up there. Anyway, tell me more. Yes, the media at the time should have been pursuing the art of the matter, but it's like this case was hardly reported on. The media caught wind of the story, so the police should have been briefed on it as well. And yet what took place in Masquerade is shrouded in darkness. It seems something is behind all this. Behind? How do you mean? I don't know if it's true or not, but they had a whole list of all of Masquerade's customers. Famous politicians and businessmen were on it. And the reporter who got the proof up and went missing. A number of freelancers on the case also went missing apparently. That's horrible. Those are the only words I can find to describe it. You're telling me? It's not exercise this was seeking the truth. It's bad, but it would at least be a little better if It was the work of regular humans. The work of regular humans? What do you mean by that? Exactly what it sounds like, the truth is. I tell Christy about what happened yesterday, what we found in the hotel and what happened to Hero. The color drains from Christy's face until she's as white as a sheet. Suzu, we're leaving. With a sudden yell, Christy stands up and prepares to leave. What? What's wrong? No one told me. What? No one said a single thing about spirits like that being involved. I'm sorry, but I can't do this. I'm never going to face a spirit again. I'm not just thinking about me. I don't want Suzu going through that either. Thinking about it, it makes sense. No one has the right to drag Christy and Suzu into a case like this, especially me. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to get you involved. The research you've done is enough, so don't concern yourself about it anymore. Christy looks at me in stunned surprise. No, I should be the one apologizing. I owe you. You did everything you could to save us. But we... Is something the matter? Suzu enters the room, head tilted in confusion. I just remembered something I have to do, so we need to leave, sorry. You can keep cleaning next time, okay? Okay, I understand. Suzu nods, though she looks suspicious. She's very perceptive, she has to have picked up the strain there between us. Well then, see you, Mr. Yashiki. Alright, thanks for coming all this way, you were a great help. I'm very grateful. Christy quickly bows to me, her expression inscrutable. Excuse us, we'll come again sometime, okay? Suzu puts her hands together and bows politely. Then she whispers in my ear so Christy can't overhear. I'm so sorry, I caught a little bit of what you were talking about earlier, so I contacted Dita. I'm sure it'll be helpful. Oh. To be honest, I can't imagine Data being very useful. But Suze was good intentions, so I nod. Thanks, that helps. I do my best to smile as I see them out of the mansion. I need to get ready soon and head out. Raga. Purtroppo la cosa si fa molto fucked up. I didn't think it would go for today's state, but it's sprinkling again tonight. Gotta set the mood for the investigation, huh? Modern nature is just haunting me. As the time comes to get the search started, two figures finally appear. Hey, right on time. Did you get any sleep? Diamond looks exhausted. Probably as a result of everything that happened last night. Banshee? I honestly never expected Banshee to come help. But he definitely has some spiritual powers. Yasuoka's judgment is on point. But more importantly, how is Hiro doing? She's stable, she's showing no adverse symptoms. But she hasn't regained consciousness and she's exhausted a lot of energy. Even being optimistic it isn't good. At this rate her life could be in danger. Is that so? I was prepared for bad news, but the situation sounds exceedingly dire laid out like that. The problem is we don't know the cause. We suspect poison, but without knowing what kind, there's nothing we can do. What's worse is we can't find a puncture wound for the injection point. You can't give a serum? Isn't that normally what you give patients when there's poison? Diamond looks exasperated, or rather frustrated as he shakes his head. So just try random antitoxins? Sure, if you want to kill her, go ahead. Even if we could get our hands on the poison, it will take time to create the serum. So we'd be too late. So there's nothing we can do. If we just had some kind of clue. I look up at the hotel basket in a sea of neon. There isn't much hope, but we cannot despair either. Oh, the side, just so you know. Diamond looks over at me. There was no mark on Nero's body. I see. Which means that the nightmare isn't starting again. I sigh relief, the frozen chunk of fear in my chest melting away. I did some investigating on that myself, actually. I went to the warehouse last night. And what did you find? Nothing had changed. That Paulonia box was still sealed. Is that right? Oh, well, that's good. That's the first good news I've heard in a while. Come on, you two. How long are you gonna stand around chit-chatting? Let's get going already. Right, sorry for making you wait. This is everyone for today, right? I hesitate for a second, a Seita comes to mind. But... this is all of us. Let's get started. Good! Time to get a move on. He's so energetic that it's more worrying than reassuring. Why is Banshee this fired up? Just an FYI, old man. This place may be abandoned, but stealing is a crime. The next detective gave us the request to do anything illegal. How dare you! I don't go around stealing things. I'm making out of the goods of my art. Anyway, who cares about that? Let's get to searching. Sounds like Diamond hit the bullseye. Banshee rushed aside into the hotel as if trying to get away. A troublesome as ever. Well, it's at least reliable at times like this. By the way, Yashiki, may I ask you to do something for me? No need to be so formal about it. Something were to happen to me. Please move here to another hospital at once. I've spoken to another doctor I know. Okay. Then if I start acting strangely, I leave myself in your hands, Diamond. Yes, of course. And what will we do if we're both done in? Good question. Guess it will be up to the grumpy detective. Right, let's have him take care of it. Come on, we can't let that guy wander alone. Oh, it's still fancy in here. Ah, Banshee's cheerful voice hits us as soon as we step inside. Maybe we could make this my second home. Oh, what's this glass case about? Talking to himself, he starts rummaging around. I already warned you once, old man, we're not here to play. I don't think Banshee's listening. As Banshee patters around by himself, he reminds me of what happened to Hiro yesterday. We should stick together as much as possible. It's dangerous to go alone. Yeah, you're right. Hey, old man, are you listening? I have ears. Ears is alright, but clearly won't listen. Red grief. So, Yashiki, you searched up to the 3rd floor yesterday. Which means we should look to the 4th floor and above today. Yeah, that's right, but... is there a problem with that plan? We went up the stairs to the 4th floor, we just ended up back on the 3rd again. Tell them about the mysterious phenomenon we encountered yesterday. Are you sure you weren't just confused? Yeah, I'm pretty sure that was real. Then we're in trouble. Is there no other way to get to the 4th floor? What are you talking about? There's a way out over there, easy. Bastion unexpectedly butts in. What do you mean? That thing right there, see? Do you bumpkins not know what an elevator is? Diamond lets out an irritated groan. Old man, you know elevators need electricity to work, don't you? Do you think this hotel has any power? If there isn't any, then all you have to do is make it so that there is. There are devices that control electricity. I should know. I'm an expert. Oh, really? Is that so? Diamond sighs. I think he has lost the will to argue. Guess I'll just have to find the device thing myself then. He heads off, and after I told him not to wander away from the others, I just ask you not to go off by yourself. Banshee, begging you stay. I don't get to finish my sentence. A splitting pain pierces my head and I fall to my knees. Yashiki? What's wrong? My head suddenly. Do you get chronic migraines? Do you have any medicine on you? No, I don't think that's it. My head is just throbbing. Pulsing headache? If you don't have any medicine, then I think it is the best. I'll go buy something from the vending machine. Sit here until I come back. Don't try to stand, you could fall over. I sink to the floor, unable to even reply. Before long, Diamond returns with a cold bottle of water, but... Strangely enough, my headache completely vanished while he was gone. It's hard to believe that a pain that intense will disappear so easily, but it did. Diamond doesn't seem particularly surprised when I tell him. No, it's not the dud. After all, we haven't clarified what caused the headache in the first place. I'm sure it's just exhaustion. You didn't sleep much yesterday, did you? That's true, I can't exactly say I got much rest. When you're under continuous stress, it's possible to get sudden headaches. Once you get home, you should take a bath or something and relax. Okay, I'll try that. All of that's common sense, but it carries weight coming from a doctor. By the way, Diamond looks around puzzled. Where is Old Man Banshee? Huh? I whip my head around, searching, but Banshee's nowhere to be found. Jeez, already? I give up. We'll find him soon. Let's hope so, I'm quite worried. But there's nothing we can do. We let him do what he wants. As long as it's a proper investigation, the detective should have no complaints. Yeah, let's go. Oops. Però lui aveva forza merda. I'll let her show what I'm capable of now that I've got an elf here. On my count. 1, 2. Oh! You must roll our strength and try 2 or 3 times to force the door open. Then... Oh! There's the sound of something snapping and the door suddenly slid open. Did we break it? Maybe? It's probably still okay. But now we can search inside the elevator. Let's go on in. Prima che c'è la roba sotto. Better put it more fun. What do you think? Can you lift this? Well, I can at least hold it up. You just have to give it a try. Make sure you don't hurt your back. 1, 2, 3. We both lift the bed up together. I managed to drag the object out with my foot. Got it. You can put it down now. Here I worked up as well. So what did you find? Contraceptive. Strange, it hasn't been found until now. Well, at least it hasn't been used. Sì, credo sia un preservativo. Sì, un preservativo. No, comunque sta durando più di quanto ricordassi. Manually opened the door with my hands and stepping in feels really weird. Diamond conscientiously closes the door once he comes inside. Doesn't leaving an elevator door open conceals, you know? After I think it was just... I mean, then I think about it. Still, are those spider webs on the ceiling? Yeah, looks like it. In closed areas such as this would be a good place to spin a web. Now then, where should we check first? Sono 5 piani. It's hotel floor guide. It lists rooms number from the first floor to the 6th. So the VIP room is on the 6th floor. It's the only one with a different color. There are cables coming out of the hole in the roof. Looks like a light used to be here, but was taken down for whatever reason. There's a small keyhole above the operating buttons. Peer into the keyhole. Oh, that's the elevator's fire switch. If you stick the key in and turn it, it activates the elevator even in emergencies. Emergencies? What kind? Oh, I don't really recall. I think it can make the elevator move without closing the doors. According to Diamond, normal elevators stop moving if their doors are broken. But supposing you need to use it during an emergency, you need the key. This seems like a good time to use that. We did force the door open after all. If we broke them while doing that, we might need to use the fire switch. Still, you're pretty well informed. I learned that during a disaster drill when I worked at a larger hospital. We were lectured to prepare us for anything that might happen. So that's why I know so much. Do you have a key you think we can use? You should try it. It's the elevator button panel. There's button for the first floor to the 5th. From how it looks from the outside, it doesn't seem to be broken. Wait, is it just me or is something off? It is indeed odd. The buttons only go up to the 5th floor. And yet, the floor guide says there's a 6th floor. That's quite concerning. Maybe you can only get to the 6th floor by mashing the stairs? I don't think so. It says the 6th floor has the deluxe suite. I've never heard of a VIP room that you can only get to using the stairs. That's a good point. They will make their guests of honor use the stairs. But then, what does this discrepancy mean? Suddenly remember how Banshee was fixated on the elevator. Like he somehow knew it held a secret all along. In the end, we just have to get it moving. Huh? Get what moving? This elevator, like what Banshee was saying. Diamond stares at me, his face a mask of utter disbelief. You know Banshee has mysterious powers. Maybe we just need to bet on them. Those ideas are huge hole in it. The problem is how we go about getting it to move. I don't have the slightest idea. I see now. I thought he was going to get irritated with me, but Diamond thinks about something for a while. Then he slowly starts talking. Yashiki, to be honest, I've been giving it a lot of thought since then. A lot of thought to what? Why we survived. Or more, why the spirits were vanquished. I've been considering the reason. It's surprising to hear him talk about that. He speaks as if recounting something painful. The reason why, it's clear that nothing physical was behind it. I get the feeling they were vanquished for a more meaningful reason. Otherwise, that soldier wouldn't have crumbled just from a one-hit with himself. Which leads me to one answer. The fights we experienced with the spears weren't actual fights. More rituals with certain conventions. Rituals? Yes, just like religious ceremonies, rituals that are presented to the spirits. A ritual is an enactment of something. Obviously it doesn't actually take place. But maybe going through the motions satisfies those on the other side. Then one's purpose is accomplished in our case. In our case the spirits were vanquished. Then the marks disappeared. It's all conceptual, but it's a convincing argument, especially for those with personal experience. For example, we vanquished Danaico with lipstick and a hand mirror, but we were essentially reenacting his memories of his mother. And if you define a ritual as a reenactment, then that will mean our fights were rituals. I understand that, but how does that relate to now? We must fix the elevator, that much is clear. But perhaps we only need a ritual. In other words, go through the motion. So he's saying we need to perform some kind of ritual to get the elevator moving. It's almost like playing house. This isn't playtime, rituals are serious. No adult would get excited over a groundbreaking ceremony. Not true. If this is the work of a being caught up in some delusion, like the spirits, a ritual might make something happen. The investigation was entrusted to you, therefore I leave the decision to you. I found a small key that has the word fire engraved on it. I stick it in the fire switch. I slowly turn it to the on position, but I can't turn it. It doesn't seem lubricated enough. If I try to force it, it might break. I think that's the right key, but you might need to put some oil on it. Mi sa che non riusciamo a finirlo. Però appunto, cos'altro c'è rimasto? Proviamo ad interagire con i cosmini. I think it's some kind of electrical door. I open the cover and peek inside. I don't know the actual name for it, but I found a device that looks like a circuit board. And of course it's broken. We have to fix this if we want to get the elevator moving. Just like the old man said, it normally doesn't move without electricity. Of course we don't have to actually fix it, so long as we can get it moving. We'll only be performing a paying ritual, that's all we can do. By the way, Yashiki, Demon's face, space for traffic guns. This stuff hanging everywhere. I think it's human hair. Sweat drips down my back. It certainly does look that way. Well, we can only ignore it for now. Yeah, good idea. Trying to put it from my mind, I reach out to the circuit board. Just then I noticed something weird. What's that noise? When I hold my head close to the circuit board, I hear a faint buzzing. It's coming from the circuit board. Something might be vibrating inside it. That's often the case with electrical devices. You're right, it's vibrating. Touching the case with my fingers, I can feel the vibration. You was right, the board is vibrating. So that must be why. Diamond nods to himself. There aren't any spider webs here. What do you mean? Nothing. I'd expected this place to be covered with spider webs like the elevator. It was strange to see it wasn't. It's probably because of this noise. Spiders hate small vibrations like this. I've heard that's why they don't spin webs by motors or things like that. Oh. It's not really relevant. Now what should we do about this? The copper bar is broken, that's the only place it's obviously damaged. The switch, the dust. I take out the spoon and place it on the bar. Metal conducts electricity, right? I see, so electricity will be able to pass through that. Yeah, I'm not sure it will actually work though. Might be enough for what we're trying to accomplish right now. Posso the spoon behind the copper bar. Ho letteralmente premuto a cazzo il cucchiaio. And it sticks in place rather nicely. I use the spoon to repair the circuit breaker. No, ancora non posso usare il vibratore per fissare tutto. When we return to the third floor. This is interesting. Oh, a bunch. This is interesting. Banshees here. He's appreciating a painting on the wall and mumbling something. What's so interesting about this painting? What are you doing? You aren't playing or seeing that, are you? Ah! Even I can tell this painting and what am I? I was just giving it a good look-see. This painting seems to have a specific order to view them. See you? I'm gonna go look somewhere else. Ah, che era prima... Allora, quello, il primo piano era col vestito da nozze. Qui è Vecia con il bastone e lì è quel. Bashid appears toward the stair. Yes, the damage circuit breaker. The central switch is badly damaged. Everything else looks like its function is fine. Can I press the switch button? Grazie che mi dici usa il preservativo. I take out the contraceptive. This isn't its original purpose, but it's still rubber. So if I stretch it, it should work like a rubber band. I stretch the contraceptive with both my hands and look it on the switch. Takes more strength than I expected. I managed to connect the ends and fix the switch in place. Oh, you're pretty imaginative. I use the contraceptive to repair the circuit breaker. Vediamo se ci sono ancora le ragnatele. No, non mi fa interesse. Ecco le ragnatele. Vediamo innanzitutto se funziona l'ascensore. Oh, che ancora non funziona. E allora sa da fare con le fiche. Poi lei che guarda l'uomo. Lei con l'abito da sposa. E ora andiamo da lei, Vecia. No, non funziona. Ok, allora... Ok, allora mi sa che ci sono pure quelli negli altri piani da vedere. Mm. Dubito di doverlo liare con l'acqua del cesso. Allora a sto punto mi sa che vanno viste in ordine inverso. Mm. Ah, mm. Se fossi Darkseid Phil mi farei fare handholding dalla chat. No, aspetta, cazzo, non l'ho fatto in ordine inverso. Ah. Mm, mm, mm. Sono ancora il secondo. Devo andare al terzo. Ah, L'unica stanza che non ho visto alla fine è quella. Oh, vaffanculo. Ecco, ah, ok, vaffanculo, doveva aprire là col dottore. I see. Try opening it while pushing from another direction. Which direction is that? One not involved with it opening or closing, so from the side. Try pulling on the frame again, and I'll try out my idea. I pull on it again, as I'm told. Diamond puts his hand on the side of the knob and leads his way towards the hinge. Then, the door, which had stubbornly refused to open the knob, abruptly pops open. Wow, it actually opened. Just a little life wisdom. I live in an old traditional house, so I deal with my fair share of troublesome doors. Makes sense, you never know what's going to come in handy. There might be something inside. After all, this guest room seems different. Yeah, we should be careful. Questo è il sex dungeon BDSM. Uces. I go inside and flush the toilet. Toilet lets out a horrible coughing noise and picks up some black water. When I look up, I notice something is stuck on the side of the tank. Oh! Wow, un worn out talisman, alleluia. Questo è per il jumpscare. I step inside and dig out in the bathtub. Huh? I immediately notice a large object that look like a small log. What's this? I stare at it until I realize what it is. What wooden horse said. Oh! Diamond seems shocked. Might be a little late to be saying this, but you really are impressive, Yashiki. There are darker stains by the sink drain. Seems to be dyed blood. Someone must have lost a lot of blood going by how much is in the floor. What the hell happened here? BDSM estremo. There's a shelf stuck to the wall. Check through all the bottles on the shelf. I found a tube that still has something left inside. Maybe toothpaste? I look at the table. Got Vaseline. White petrolatum, huh? Serves as lubricant and moisturizers. Might come in. Oh, ecco cosa si usava per la chiave. E tra l'altro che ho letto. Ok, non posso usare... Ora possiamo fissare l'ascensore col potere della vasellina. I smear the Vaseline around the keyhole. Nothing more than a replacement for oil, but it might help the key slide better. I stick it in the fire switch. I slowly turn it to the on position. Something clicks. Then... Whoa! The elevator automatically moves to the first floor. Diamond groans as he wipes sweat off his face. I can't believe it. It actually moved. Wait a second, you're the one who suggested we do a ritual. I suppose so. Still, I'm shocked. But now finally. Yeah, we might be able to go above the third floor. Exactly. I wonder what we'll find. Quarto piano. The elevator stopped at the 4th floor. Looks like we managed to make it up here. Yeah, let's go. The gloomy hallway stretches out ahead of us. Doesn't look all that different from the lower floors. It's a red raincoat appears in the darkness. My grip on the flashlight becomes sweaty. That's... Diamond takes a step back. Other people are unnecessary. You're the only one I want to see, sir. I don't like girls or scary things. She's calling me sir again. She seems like she listened to what I have to say. I should try asking her something this time. Anything really, I just need a clue. Anything that can help save Hero, who's suffering in pain at this very moment. Okay. Mind made up, I take a deep breath, but... Diamond stumbles over something and falls. Hey, are you okay? Sorry, nothing is huh? Diamond falls silent as he tries to stand. I look over at him and immediately see it. The thing Diamond stumbled over here. Ah! Diamond instinctively scrambles back. What is that? Something that looks like a giant cocoon is sticking to the floor. I can see a scarf and a hat entangled in the glittering thread. They look familiar. No, it can't be. Banshee? Old man, you're kidding? Banshee, can you hear me? Please say something. I hear a muffled voice from the cocoon. He's alive. Spiders? I quickly move to shoo them away, but I see a red figure out of the corner of my eye. Ah! Hell! Diamond's so panicked is unintelligible, but I know what he's trying to say. Escaping to the elevator is our only choice. Go! Together we Banshee up off the floor. Carrying him like a log, we stumble to the elevator. Fall into the elevator and I repeatedly slam the button to the first floor. Banshee, can you hear me? Hey, say something. Diamond tries to give Banshee medical treatment. Damn it, he's no longer responding. His body's going rigid. As Diamond focuses on helping Banshee, I see something screaming by his shoulder. Oh, Diamond! Huh? Ah! I blink and suddenly the entire elevator is filled with wriggling shadows. They come in one after another. Serve vibrare. Find their source, muoio. They have to be getting in from somewhere. I hastily look around the elevator, but I don't see any spots like that. They just look like they're gushing out of the walls. Fottiti! Eccola, minchia, instant death. Sono morto. Yell loudly. I bend over, yell loud enough to wreck my throat. The spider's visible stopped moving for a moment. Devo usare il vibratore, cazzo. They're still coming. We need something stronger. Use the mini massager. I take out the massager out of my bag, press it against the wall and turn it on. A growling vibration ran through the walls. The spiders suddenly start acting strangely. Vedi, ci siamo salvati grazie ad un dildone. The creatures vanish instantly, as if they'd only been a mirage. What's going on? Yeah, I was desperate, but I can't believe that that thing had big enough vibration to scare them. As I'm puzzling out why. Something jumps into the elevator door and hard. Right, I need to hit a button. But then I realize I already pushed the button a ton of times. Press the button for the first floor again. It only clicks. This metal box is standing us. Why isn't it moving? Huh? It's obvious who she is. Move, move, move! I pray silently as I jam the button. Then we stumble out of the elevator without checking to see where we've stopped. We're in the first floor lobby. Did we escape? Yeah. For whatever reason, the elevator decided to move at the very last second. Doubt my brain actually worked, but I'm not sure what happened, but I think we're safe. I breathe a sigh of relief, and the figure appears in the gloom. Why were you guys in there? Eita? Your butt covered is wet. Did something happen? Of course something. Wait, Eita. Did you call the elevator down here? What? Yeah, I mean it looked like it worked, so I... Did I do something wrong? Eita held himself back timidly. Sounds like he thinks I'm mad at him. Diamond silently steps up to him. Then suddenly gives him a hug. Thank you, Eita. Well done. If you hadn't been here, we would have... Though, couldn't ask for better timing. Can't be more grateful that Suzu contacted Eita. What's most important right now? Oh, that's right. Needs emergency treatment. Come help me with him, Eita. Oh, okay. Completely clueless, Eita helps us dug the white lamp out of the elevator. What is this creepy thing? I hesitate for a moment before I reply, but he should know. Banshee Eater. The old one from the underground shelter. What? Whoa, idiot, don't drop him. I don't get back to Kujo Mansion till almost midnight. My exhausted body goes in pain as I collapse onto the sofa. My head feels heavy, like it's in a fog. To top it off, things are worse than yesterday now. Banshee was sent to Diamond's hospital and immediately admitted. He's no longer conscious and untrained eyes will say he's just sleeping, but he's actually fallen into a deep coma. His condition is very serious. To be honest, I wanted to go along and do something to help, but Diamond chased me out of the hospital. He said I'm overworked and sleep deprived. Eita stayed behind at least. Not that he's replacing me, but his good is there. I'm frustrated with myself for thinking it'd be useless. Once everything is over, I definitely need to thank Suzu. First hero and now Banshee. I desert even if I keep investigating, if I don't find any clues. Thinking about it makes my stomach hurt. Those two might never recover. And that's just assuming their condition stabilize. They get worse, something even more terrible could happen. Put my head in my hands and sigh. The red raincoat flashes in the darkness. What should I do? How do I have to keep investigating tomorrow. Once I finish looking through these documents, I should head straight to bed. Poi avevamo fatto tutto l'inizio prima del... Dai, sto punto io dico stacchiamo e si fa... e si finisce il DLC nella prossima live. Martedì prossimo purtroppo non potrò esserci, quindi vedrò se fare qualche altro giorno in questa settimana, o meglio, anche se molto probabilmente un altro giorno nella settimana prossima, che non sia lunedì o martedì. Detto questo, io sto stanco molto, quindi tanto i miei auto sono sempre stati molto brevi e concisi. Mi salvo di nuovo per paranoia. E detto questo,